But this is going to be easy to very hard. We're going to be playing every single difficulty from easy to very hard. Very hard is unlocked, which in a special way, which we will tell you later on.
All right, looks like we should be getting our players into starting position here. We will begin as soon as we select easy mode.
And as of right now, Yoschimidtsu is the current world record holder at about a 28 something, and FFR Pro is at 30 something. But it looks like we are going.
Yeah, these two are the these two do have the best times in this all difficulties category, as it were, and this is a pretty neat idea because this game it's easy to it's easy to get into, but it's really hard to master. Like, I've been playing these games for years, and I'm still not that proficient. I'm still not as proficient with them as I would like to be. So you like to start out small, and easy mode definitely starts out small with the slowest CPUs that you could find and the fewest stages that you can play. This mode normally has 12 stages to it, but easy only plays through 10 of them. And then we'll get to normal mode, which plays 11, and the other last two will have all 12.
Well, and then while we were talking, FFR got off to a fast start, 16 seconds, and then Yoshi just got a 17 seconds, so they're tied. Essentially, basically, the strategy for easy is to get a 4 or 5 chain with some combos, and that 210 there should be very good.
Yeah, I'm usually finding myself making bigger stuff than that. The idea is that you basically want to make like 7 or 8 lines of garbage with your various matches. And how do you make garbage? By making combos and chains. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels at a time. There's a 6 combo and a 4 combo from FFR Pro.
There's leg chains going on.
Chains you get by linking together sets of 3 or more of the same panel in a row to match that up. The combos make the thin 1-row garbage blocks that you'll see, and you essentially make a garbage block of a width equal to the size of your combo minus 1 in most cases.
So 4 would be 3, and then 5 would be 4, etc. All the way up until 7, where it gives the full line, and then after that, like 8 would give 2 4s, and then I believe 9 would give a 4 and a 5. So the same garbage as a 4 and a 5.
As for chains, it's the size of your chain. It's the size of your chain minus 1 that equals the how tall a garbage block you make. And the largest garbage block you can send is equal to the size of this playfield, which is 12 rows tall. And hopefully we're not going to have to make chains that big. These players are very well versed in making combos with their chains, and you're really going to want to master that art in order to do well.
Yeah.
In this game.
One thing you want to make sure you do not get is having your opponent insta-clear or clear any garbage on this mode. If they clear any garbage, it's instant time loss, depending upon, and especially since you're going to be all the way up, it's 10 plus second time loss every time.
I mean, for some perspective, the world record in easy mode is under 6 minutes. You do not get a lot of time.
No, that's really good.
to move if you get dragged any inch
Yep.
at all.
And in terms of times we're looking for, you're looking for as low as you can, anywhere between 10 and 15 seconds, I believe, is what top players usually get.
Yeah, getting a 20 is very, very disappointing, but sometimes it can't be helped because you get foes like Raphael the Raven here, stacking his FFR down to 3 rows. So that's usually that's kind of standard fare for Raphael the Raven, for Lungefish. They tend to get their stack really low, so you often have to send more garbage.
Yeah, in terms of now we're getting into some special conditions in the Cave of Wickedness, where in this version it won't show too much in easy, but it will in the later versions, where they're going to start to favor chains.
These foes are still way too slow to do much of anything effective. All they can do is waste your time, and yeah, we got a bit of a synchronous finish of that stage.
Yeah, and that means we're neck and neck, which is really which is surprising, because I would have given Yoshi the being the Yoshi the edge, given that he's like 2 minutes faster.
Oh, but this is easy mode. It's hard to get yourself that far ahead on easy mode. Like once we start getting into maybe hard mode, we'll start to see some sort of discrepancy. But
one major thing that we should mention now is that this game lags a lot.
Oh,
especially on later difficulties. The lag is usually tied to garbage blocks clearing, especially when both sides are clearing garbage at the same time.
Right. One of the things that you end up learning as you try to speedrun these games quickly is that you really don't want to make big garbage blocks, because big garbage blocks not only can lag the screen quite a bit, but they also make the screen shake, and you can't actually lose while your screen is shaking.
Yoshi finishing at 16 seconds on normal, that's really good.
Well, Yoshi does that for a reason. That's there's a reason he has a world record in all of the individual difficulty levels
and the combined one. Yeah, it's mainly if you notice, just notice this cursor speed. That should how fast he's moving the blocks. That should show you the difference in skill level. Although cursor speed isn't everything, he's also has very good board vision as well.
So I believe I'm trying to think. It's really been a long time since I've done these earlier.
Yeah, I can.
I don't see these foes really raising their stack all that much. You're gonna see that be more common as we get higher up with these levels.
I believe that they also downstack a lot more aggressively in the later difficulties. But in normal, you're looking for in the earlier stages, you're looking for a 4 to 5 chain with combos mixed in. In the later stages, you're looking for 5 to 6 chain with combos mixed in as well. Same 7 to 8 lines of garbage, maybe up to 9 in the later stages.
Yeah, really depends on how many panels these foes just happen to clear.
Yep. and here is where you're going to start to see opponents start to clear a lot more often if the runners are unlucky. If they're lucky, though, they will they won't clear nearly as much.
So so that ends up giving this game a little bit of RNG to it. I mean, this just a little bit. I mean, this game doesn't have as much of a win condition as it does a lose condition. You just have to attack your opponent with the combos and chains you make, and basically hope that they run out of time. You lose if your stack of panels breaks through the top of the screen,
and
your combos and chains force them to more or less do that.
Yeah, the only thing I have to add is that there's stop time and there's also shake time. Stop time, there's about a second when you after you reach the top of the screen before you actually lose, and then stop time, which you get by making combos and chains. That also has to count down, and anytime garbage drops and shakes the screen, you also have to wait for that. And anytime panels are clearing, you also have to wait for that until the timer at the stop starts to count down. So there's a lot of things that a lot of good players can actually utilize to stay in, but the computers don't really understand how that works.
Yeah, that top of the screen timer actually goes down at the higher difficulty levels. I believe on easy mode you get 2 full seconds. I think it goes down to 1 second in hard mode, but in the V hard mode, it's 40 frames, so 2/3 of a second. But you really don't get a lot of time to react there.
Yeah, and that's also why you're not seeing either Yoshi or FFR Pro going raising their stack at the beginning all the way to the top, because you don't want to do that because you have very few. You don't have enough time to deal with it. Ideally, I like to leave 4 or 5 lines from the top.
Really, it's more just trying to get the garbage on as soon as possible. It's a race. It's more a race to fill your opponent's screen as much as you possibly can, much less a game of survival, because these players have been playing this game for years. They know well enough what to do, but
both unfortunate clears on both sides here.
Yeah, that's just a fact of life. You're not gonna get the perfect run near every time.
Nope.
Proper planning.
Basically world records in any of the individual and the all categories basically comes down to computer AI RNG and clearing RNG. That's basically all it comes down to. It's basically you do your play and you hope that you win. Get a good time. That's basically it.
Yeah, just trying to look at both of these CPU stacks to see if they're gonna get close to topped off. No, Yoshi's got some work left to do. FFR is getting through.
Yep.
At least.
That should be good. Yep. So I think Yoshi has about a 4-second deficit he has to make up now, which is easy.
Seconds often wildly swing in individual stages. So 4 seconds really does mean nothing.
I do want to point out, if you notice the switch there on FFR Pro's side, he was trying for a 2-frame trick. I call it the corner grab, where you literally just where 2 panels meet in a corner, you try and when it hits right before it hits the bottom, you swap it and you get a chain you get a chain off of it. It's 2 frames in this game, and I don't really think it's worth going for it in the lower difficulties because the panel hover time is too long, and it's too difficult to gauge when you press the button.
I still find myself doing that all the time. That's just what I've been used to,
Yep.
and I've been speed running this game for over 5 years.
Yep.
At various points. So now we're getting on to hard mode, and I think we're going to start to see the behavior of these CPUs be a little more standard. You also see the panels start to fall faster. That's one of the differences between each of these difficult.
Yep. The panel hover time is decreased with every single difficulty up until very hard, where it's fastest, and it's becomes, if you're not used to it, it becomes very difficult to work with. But these players shouldn't have any problem with it.
11 seconds for Yoshi's Bumpty. What in the world?
Yeah, we're looking for like 15 to 20 seconds on this difficulty, and 11 seconds is very insane.
I mean, it's actually possible to get stages under 10 seconds, but that almost requires knowing the stage in advance
and extraordinary luck. Oh, we just saw 13 there.
13 and 14. Yeah, that's what these players are able to pull off.
We're not blaming Poochie this time. Yeah.
We should. We always should. It doesn't matter what goes wrong. You just always have to blame Poochie.
Yep. That's a meme in Puzzle General, I believe, or is it in Tetris Attack?
It started as my thing, more or less. I actually credit Adobe
dude, what are these times?
The sync. They're just trading sub 15-second times all over the place.
You guys are seeing some truly extraordinary play here. I've been speedrunning these games, Puzzle League games, for about 9 months. So I'm a junior Puzzle Leaguer, but these guys just show you like I don't even know.
Like, I have no qualms in admitting that both of these players have probably the fastest cursor movements of all of the community speedrunners.
I would say that I would make 2 objections. Malferner and Blinzer probably are faster, but
I wouldn't identify either of them as primarily speedrunners per se.
Malferner has done some runs in Puzzle Challenge, but I digress.
Okay.
There we go.
I think we're seeing these CPUs fight back a little bit more now.
Yep. 18 and 24 seconds. 18 is a target time. 24 seconds is a bit icky. Let me.
What? All right. Oh, we got some very fancy chains from Yoshi here, as he does. 12 seconds for Lungefish. Come on.
Yep. In terms of this category, 631 is the world record by Yoshi, and 649 is the PB for FFR Pro.
Yeah, I believe these two players are separated by like 5 seconds going into hard modes. This was really going to be the one place in this. This is going to be the first place in this entire category where we start to see any form of separation. But you know what? These two are still within 8 secons of each other. And there we go. There's a lead change. I guess we're going to expect a bunch of those now.
Yeah. So I'd say FFR is about 5 seconds ahead now. about. So, but here is where you're going to see the biggest AI shift, and that is you're going to start seeing them chain a lot more. Focus on chaining primarily over everything else.
It's funny, the Japanese version, which this is more or less a reskin of a game that Intelligent Systems had released a year prior called Panel de Pon, and
Wow.
those CPUs don't ever really chain.
Nope.
So that's actually a bit of an improvement from
Yeah, they
the
actually
original version.
focus on combos in Panel de Pon.
Very much so.
Yeah,
yeah, we're still neck and neck. This
Yep.
is absurd. 20 minutes in.
Yep. Though I think it's the next difficulty that's really going to see the most. Ooh, that's wow! He got rewarded for that, dude.
Yeah, these later foes you can afford to send a little bit less. A little
'cause
less garbage.
They raise more, don't they?
Yeah, so as we've been going along, these foes have been starting to raise their stacks like actual top human players will do in actual competition.
Wow, 12 seconds on Kamek.
That's the biggest benefit to keeping your chains at a minimum. The minimal screen shake when all that garbage comes down.
Yep.
You really start to see the benefits of
So
that.
right there, you heard Cordelia's theme for a fraction of a second. That is the only time you'll hear that theme in this entire game, because they made Bowser Thanatos' theme, which actually fits Bowser, I think, better.
Definitely more of a cartoony feel to this tune.
Yeah. Cordelia's theme is a pretty deep organ theme. But this is where you're also going to notice a major shift in the next difficulty on this particular stage that we will definitely point out. Insta-clear on Yoshi's side.
Oh, that lead. It's about to get even bigger. So that's about a 20-second difference going into the V hard difficulty, and you unlock it by highlighting hard mode and then holding the L shoulder button and up while selecting it.
Yep. Now you're gonna start to see there's been only one or two difficulty changes, shifts in all the difficulties prior to this. Now you're going to see difficulty change shifts. First one is going to be on stage 6, then 8, then 9, then 11, then 12. There's 5 different difficulty shifts in this difficulty.
Yoshi just throwing down all the lag chains. That's what is usually called in the community, where you send it chains faster than the usual match, pop, then everything falls and match again.
Yeah.
After that, there's a rhythm to it, and a lag chains usually overcome that rhythm and really being able to do those lag chains well is the top.
Think of them as you could also call them delayed chains. I think that would aptly describe what they are as well, because you're also you're making matches in a delayed fashion after you make another match that results in a chain that results in another chain on the other thing that you delayed. So you're mainly trying to make chains on with two different stacks at the same time. And nice frame perfect there by Yoshi.
Yeah, just a little casual catching a panel as it lands. That's no big deal. All the
and that is this game runs at almost 60 frames per second, and so that is roughly 1/60th of a second that you have to press the button.
Oh, snap! Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in terms of how much you're in this difficulty, you need to put about 11 to 12 lines of garbage. So you're looking for like 5 to 6 chain with combos in every single chain.
Yeah. It really, you really want to make sure that your chain is big enough, no matter what your opponents do.
And that it has combos in almost every single chain link. Because without all the combos within it, they're just going to down stack into oblivion, and then you're not going to top out.
Yeah, see Yoshi, you're going to an X7 chain
Yep.
with Froggy, and it's not enough.
And it's also not ideal because it gives the bigger the chain block, the more shake time you get, which improves the chances of them surviving. But now we're on to the first difficulty increase, and it is noticeable just in terms of the way that the opponents play, as well as their cursor speed. And you should make special note of all of the opponent's cursor speed from here on out, because they'll keep increasing from here on out.
It's just so easy to just sit here and marvel at all the combos that these two can make with their chains. It's almost a work of art after a while.
Yeah, but like but like I said, you should also notice the cursor speed of the opponents as well, because 13 seconds. Wow, but you're because you're going to notice a massive difference from when we started V hard until we end V hard. You're going to notice a huge difference.
Oh, what's FFR got going here? 6 chain of the 4 combo, more combos. Oh,
nope.
well,
and
they
this
can't
is
all be winners.
And this is where the second difficulty increase is. As you can see, as you can see, the cursor speed on both sides, on the opponent's sides, on both sides, are actually fairly big, but FFR Pro now has a full stage lead over Yoshi, which is kind of very impressive.
Yeah, again, Yoshi does have the record in this individual difficulty with a 658.
That slide.
Yeah,
here is where you're going to see the opponents start to really show. And this is also the next difficulty increase, but this is where they're gonna increasingly go for combos and chains, and that's all they're gonna look for.
Oh, FFR hasn't topped off Hook Bell. Oh, this is gonna be the break Yoshi needs to get back in this.
Yep. That's good though. That's 40. A really bad time though.
44 seconds. Oh,
that's not a good time.
14 seconds for Yoshi. Oh my goodness.
So we basically just caught up. The 25 second lead that that FFR had is now gone. And it's now about 5 seconds.
I'm trying to think if FFR is actually on a PB pace, because to my knowledge, FFR has never done this full category in under 30 minutes, and
nope.
That is currently how he's trending with this 20-second.
Yep. Give me a sec. As of right now, he's right over 30 minutes, so he has about 1 minute and 13 seconds. Unless he gets really lucky on these last 2 stages, I don't see it happening. But one can hope. I do wish him luck, and I do hope that he does get it.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Kamek, just please. Like,
Please.
I've actually been able to beat Kamek in like 7 seconds before because he's so
Dude.
aggressive. But there we go.
He has a chance.
There we go.
He has a really good chance now. That was very lucky to get past Kamek that quickly because he's one of the trolliest fights in the game. But this is the trolliest fight in the game.
Yoshi got 17 seconds for Kamek.
Yeah.
This is gonna come right down.
Just want to know, extremely important. Watch it. Tell me if the opponent's curse of speed is fair. Just tell me if you think that.
And if you do think
Look
that way,
this.
let me.
8.
No, Bowser, please.
The 8 chain.
And just like it.
Nope.
Oh, Bowser's flattening Yoshi's stack. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. These stages could end at any time.
Time.
Oh, that's a done. That's a done from FFR 3016.
10 seconds slower than PB. Very close
And
to PB, and there's
30-26 for Yoshi.
10
seconds.
10 seconds.
Yoshi actually made up 10 seconds in V-Hard. Wow.
Yeah.
These two. Wow, these two showing why they are so good at this game.
And dominance. Both of them, I believe, hold multiple world records in multiple games, if I'm not mistaken. I think FFR Pro has at least 1 or 2.
I forget. He's more of a stage clear specialist than a versus player.
But that's just insane. Both of those times are just if we were to put them on the leaderboard right now, both of those times would be 3rd and 4th place right now on the leaderboards.
Well, that's only because I haven't done too many runs of this lately.
Your time still is a 30:46. So, but yeah, that's Tetris Attack. I believe. Let me just check real quick.
Well, we've got quite a lineup coming later. Like right now, right up after this is DKC2 102%.
Yep.
Then Super Metroid RBO. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, I was actually looking. Here we go. Thursday the 28th at 7 p.m. Panel de Pon Siuga, the world record holder, is going to be facing FFR Pro 21 in easy to S hard on that the same easy to super hard on that. So that's another thing to look out for. But as Guards of the Heart said, up next we have Donkey Kong Country 2, 102% run by Stu. So hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys for the next run.